Hello, everybody. I'm going to be talking about managing presentation anxiety. I'm sure we've all had presentations we didn't want to give in front of that big group, and just start speaking, let them judge us, start imagining what's going to go wrong. Our hands start to get sweaty, start walking around, don't know what to do. I'm sure we've all experienced this before, and this is just presentation anxiety. I'm going to be talking about tools to use to help reduce this anxiety and maybe turn this anxiety into confidence and let the speech just come to you and go by easier. And me personally, I suffer from a lot of physical symptoms. I start to get sweaty, I start to get jittery, don't know what to do, hands in my pocket, moving my hands around. I start to just become more self-aware, which just leads to fear. I start to forget the lines, forget what I said, even though I've practiced multiple times. So there's just tools that I'm going to be talking about to help manage this anxiety. And number one is preparation and practice. You just gotta practice the content and go over it, rehearse it multiple times before you actually get in front of the big group. So when you do get in front of the big group, it just comes naturally. You said it multiple times. You already know what you're here to do. It just comes naturally, and you're not just trying to think on the fly and just create it up. And it's more conversational. It's more relaxed, more not reading off the notes one word for word. Another one is breathing techniques. I tend to rush the words out my mouth. I try to just speed it up, try to get it over with. So I'm trying to focus on more breathing, relaxing. Just take deep breaths in, deep breaths out, and just relax. Another one is positive visualization. Visualization can be all sorts of things. And most people say, like, imagine the audience in their underwear. I've never done this, but I tend to just imagine that the speech is over and it went well. Imagine that everything went well, the audience loved it, and the speech and the presentation just went good. And then that just helps relax your nerves, at least me personally, relax my nerves and get the speech out. Another one is using visual aids. This takes off the cognitive load and helps reduce stress because it gives the audience something else to look at, and it gives you something to talk off of. You see a picture on the board, it might just think of things, your points that you need to talk about. And then how I've used this for myself, preparation. I practiced the same speech multiple times. I've practiced many projects before, just getting ready, knowing on the content, knowing what you're gonna say. Another one is breathing techniques. Before this speech here, I got some water, drink water, relax, just try to breathe in multiple times so I'm not stressing when I'm doing this one right here. Another one is visualization. I just imagine that this assignment's already turned in, nothing went wrong, I gave the speech perfectly. And visual aids, I didn't use any here, but I've used some before in school and projects. Just throw a couple pictures in a PowerPoint. I use the pictures as more of like an outline. I see the picture, it gives me notes of what to say, and I practice those notes so it just comes naturally. I've said it multiple times. And overall, managing presentation anxiety is not easy, but using these tools can help reduce the stress and turn the stress into confidence. Thank you for listening.